Bitcoin has just traded under $25,000. So yes, the market is scary. The markets are down. There is a ton of fear, and it is very possible that we do sell off a bunch further in this week ahead. But at the same time, if you have been following the channel, if you are prepared, this is going to be an incredible opportunity for the next bull market. So let's dive straight into the charts. Let's look at what's been happening, and let me share my thoughts with you, what I think could play out in the next week and weeks ahead. If you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Dirk. Subscribe down below. Click that notification bell so you do get all future updates. If you want me to email you every time I upload a new video, click the first link in the description down below. Get on my email list, enter your name and email. That way I can update you when there's something important happening in the market. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and join our free public Telegram. The links are in the description down below. Alright, so as I'm recording this, Bitcoin is trading at just over $25,000. It just poked below it a little bit already. So it's been a while since we've seen that. But again, I have shared this possibility many months back when we broke the 50-week moving average. The likely potential target was the 200-week moving average, which is currently still at about $22,500. So we are getting very, very close in terms of that bearish target. Also, just a few weeks ago, I shared this exact chart. I made an entire video about that. I will link to it up here on YouTube or in the description down below if you haven't seen that yet. And what was very interesting to note, this is a 3-day chart. I put it on log scale, and what we have here is the 50 and the 200 simple moving averages. And you can see this happened twice before, and both times it marked the ultimate low of the previous bear market. So in 2015, this signal marked the bottom, the final wick low of the 2015 bear market, and again in the 2018 bear market. And it's going to be very interesting to see if it is going to once again repeat that pattern to mark the bottom of this 2022 bear market. So what happens is we have this death cross where the 50 moves through the 200 on the 3-day chart, right? And then 3 to 4 weeks later, let me zoom in here and you can see it better. 3 to 4 weeks later, after we get that cross, we get the ultimate capitulation wick low, and that was the complete low of the bottom. And in this case, it came 3 to 4 weeks after the cross, 63% down from the cross to the wick low. That was in 2015. Okay, we had the same thing happen in 2018. We had the cross, and then about 4 weeks later, we had an ultimate sell-off. We went from 6,500 at the point of the cross to 3,200. That was the ultimate low, and we're in that position again. And just before I move on to current position, basically you can also see that after that wick low, we had multiple months of sideways accumulation before starting a new run up. So there is potentially still going to be a bunch of time, several months after that wick low is in. But the point I'm trying to make now, and I'm very curious to see if this is going to play out once again. So what we have here is on the 13th of May, so last month, just about a month ago, we had that death cross when I made that initial video here on the channel. And if that pattern repeats what I've just shown you, then I said this already, 7 to 15 June with a potential 50% drop from the point of the cross, which was at 40,000. So it is the 13th of June today. The 15th is just 2 days away. There's also the FOMC, so the US federal interest rate decision, which is happening, I think, on the 15th. The meeting is 14 and 15. I think the decision is on the 15th. So we're going to see there, are we going to get a crazy hike because of the inflation that's so high? So are they going to push it with 75 basis points up? That means we could still see a capitulation. We're at 25,000. We could see this wick down to, I don't know, 22,000, 20,000, maybe even into the teens, maybe below 19 or 18,000. It is possible on a quick sell-off. Remember, in bearish trends, also in bullish trends, but in bearish trends, the final, say, 48 hours of that entire trend, the moves are the most violent, and we can see a drop of 30 to 50% in those last 48 hours of that move, which could still happen temporarily. So we could see it drop down massively within a day and then, you know, pull back up and recover. So we could see it maybe go down to 18,000 or 16 or 14,000 within a day, and then, you know, the next day pull back up and hover around 20,000 for the next few months before potentially, you know, starting a new bullish trend. In my opinion, still that's a possibility somewhere towards Q4, so October onwards, and 2023. So it's going to be very interesting to see. You can see we're definitely here in an accelerated kind of sell-off phase at the moment, and it wouldn't surprise me within the next few days to see a much further capitulation and potentially below 20k for a short period of time. And then it's going to be really interesting to see, is that potentially going to be the entire low of this bear market? Keep in mind, that doesn't mean we go straight back up. It doesn't mean we moon right away. You can see over here, we had a period of quite a bit here. This was about 8 or 9 months of sideways trading before we started a new bullish leg up. Back in 2018, you can also see before we really started moving again, it was almost about 6 months. So even if this ends up being the complete wick low and this pattern does repeat again, we'd be looking at least, I'd say, 3 to 6 months of sideways trading and accumulation before potentially starting a new bullish leg up. But again, there's so many charts, so many metrics, so many indicators that are pointing towards us indeed being near a historic bottom level within Bitcoin. And again, this is just another way of looking at it with the 3-day chart, what I showed you, this pattern. If we change it to the weekly, right, again, we are getting very close to that ultimate bottom, that 200-week moving average, which you can see was the support here for the 2015, for the 2018, even for March 2020. Yes, it sold off and it slightly wicked below there for a short period of time, and then it recovered and it moved back up. So you can see how close we are getting here to this 200-week moving average. And yes, we can overshoot it to the downside. That's what I'm saying. We can go below 20k for a brief period of time. My expectation would then be, if that does prove to be the bottom, which I think the probabilities favor at this point, if that proves to be the bottom, we can expect a recovery after that wick down, sideways trading for a few months, and then potentially a massive new bullish trend in Q4 of this year or in 2023. The idea being that it is very possible that the Fed once again creates a ton of stimulus to try and save the economy, revive the economy one more time, get a massive pump in stocks, potentially new all-time highs, and also in crypto as a result. We'll deal with what happens after that, because after that it's probably going to end up being very bad for the whole financial system and the economy and everything. But there is still a chance we get one more major bull run, and potentially a lot quicker than what people are thinking, where we have this 4-year cycle which has been playing out to this point. I don't think it's going to repeat again in the same way, where people are expecting, we only get a new bull run for crypto after the 2024 halving. I think this time it's going to come a lot sooner if it comes. And like I said, potentially Q4 this year or 2023, have a big, massive run up and hopefully see Bitcoin go over 100k, 140 to 210k. I've made that video also. I will link to it down below so you can check that out. So the next couple days are going to be really interesting. If we get that capitulation, watch out for a potential wick low and potentially the very bottom of this entire bearish trend, followed by sideways trading for a few months, and then hopefully a new bullish trend. So stay safe, do not overextend, do not invest more than you can afford to lose. That is the biggest key in this market, especially with crypto. It's so volatile, it can drop so much in a short period of time. It can also go up so much, but you just can't overextend. You need to do it with risk capital only that you can afford to lose and that you can afford to leave in the markets for multiple years. So whatever you're buying, don't count on it coming back by next month or 6 months from now. Have like a 5-year time frame. And what is the chance that in 5 years from now, Bitcoin is going to go a lot higher than 25k? In my opinion, it's probably pretty high. So please smash that like button if you did enjoy this video. Leave a comment down below. What do you think? Do you think this 3-day pattern is going to end up repeating a third time and mark the bottom of this bearish trend? Or do you think it's not going to work out again? Let us know in the comments down below. And of course, subscribe to my email list, follow on Instagram, Twitter, join our free public Telegram. And if you want more guidance and you want more training, come and join the Intelligent Cryptocurrency VIP membership. It is the second link in the description down below. You can come and join, get access to all my updates, my research, my insights, my own buy and sell movements when I am planning to buy hopefully what is going to be the bottom or close to the bottom. I share that in real time. Also with members, you get access to our private Discord group and to me personally, and there is a full 60-day money-back guarantee if you are not happy. So come and sign up there if you want to navigate this market more successfully. Second link in the description down below.